Okay, so this is the third box that I'm opening for Jetwing. It's actually box 2 of 3. I just didn't follow any particular order and I just opened up boxes. Now this box also, like all the other two that had a big damage on the shipper that most likely went through to the art box, and like in the case for the previous one, it did go into the foam. Nothing was broken in the box of the base, fortunately. We'll hope the same thing is with this one, since this one has a lot of delicate parts and the very heavy piece, which is that huge boulder rock where Optimus Prime is basically standing on. So, like with all the others, I'm gonna flip this guy around and just slide the shipper box gently out. Okay, we're gonna do it like this so it reveals the, there you go, that's the area that is damaged, and pull it up. Just let gravity do its work. There we go. And again, all the edges. This edge was completely smashed. I guess it did its job. Okay, let's so we have the instructions. I guess they were in this last box along with a calendar. Cool. They were not damaged. That's good. So, so, yeah, the art box, a little bit damaged there. Right here on the art box, so we'll see. Yeah, so we'll see if it went through or not. I'm just gonna take a picture. Okay, right there. Okay, this is just basically for when well, I'm gonna have to make a couple of claims, a couple of breaks that were on the first box. Nothing on the base, and let's hope that there's nothing here as well. But that's why I take pictures and I do these unboxing videos, just in case Prime 1 Studio needs to see how the opening was done. Yeah, it's in picture. I didn't see anywhere on their website, or I just didn't read about doing an unboxing in front of a camera, right? Just in case you have damages. They never asked me, but when I opened up my Grimlock just about 2 weeks ago, I just saw a tape on it that said to video record your unboxing in case you have to submit any claims to Prime 1. There doesn't seem to be any of those tapes on this piece, but anyways, I'm doing it anyways. Bottom, top, so we're gonna flip it around. I'm gonna look for any damages on the bottom. No damages on the bottom, and okay, no damages on the top of the foam, or yeah, no, that's good. So the puncture didn't go through, and basically the shipper and art box did their job. The foam, it stopped at the foam, so that's good. So probably here, I guess I'm all in picture frame. Well, let's open her up. Boy, it's being a lot of parts. So this one looks like it's 2 layers. The front one is going to have all little parts most likely. Shockwave, those arms, driller arms maybe. or maybe they're at the bottom, probably all the small pieces at the top. It's only 2 inches thick, so it'll be all the small pieces, all those spikes and pointy parts. So it should be relatively straightforward. Okay, yeah, like I suspected. So this should be easy. There shouldn't be anything broken because these are small parts. They're not heavy. So again, I know it's kind of like a pain, but each piece, you look inside the compartment to make sure that there isn't any broken piece. You don't want to find out that there's something broken 6 months later. So as you take the pieces out, check the packaging, check the paper, check the compartment. Then do the best you can looking at the piece for any visual damages, because if parts break when they're packaging it into the box, the missing piece or broken piece could be at the factory on the floor, right? You just never know. So then just by looking at the packaging here and the compartment, you'll never tell. So keep that in mind. Okay, it's all good. Jetwing has a lot of parts, and I mean a lot. I don't know, what are we talking about, 100? I'm just guessing by looking at what I have here behind me, and as I unpack, 100 or slightly over 100. Okay. I mean, nothing wrong with that, because I mean that's how it should be. The more you break the statue into small pieces, small components, right, then it's just going to ship safer. Imagine if all these little pieces, right, were shipped onto that base. That base would be, oh boy, I don't even want to think how it would arrive. The boxes are very heavy, so I can imagine when, shipping companies are handling these pieces, the workers are just not going to, I don't want to generalize everybody, but some workers are just not going to care much. They might be having a bad day, the box might be too heavy for them because they are heavy and huge, so that means they're awkward to lift. And, they could slip off somebody's hands, they could just throw them. You just never know, and that's how you get all these breaks. I mean, all 3 boxes had dents, right, on the shipper box. It went into the art box, and in one of them, it went right into the foam. So just imagine the bang, how hard that was to go through all those layers of shipping and packaging. So it's a miracle that the large pieces are not just broken in half, but like a base, or I don't know, like a really large and heavy piece. But so far, so good. It's always been little tiny tips and bits and pieces here and there that are broken. I guess those just can't take the shock, the bang, and maybe just because of the sheer mass, the bases and other parts are okay, but I don't know, that's just me thinking. I could be wrong. So the spikes and probably some of the teeth that go on what Shockwave's driller should be. There we go. And right after this, I have to unbox Blackout that also arrived today. So today I got Blackout and this guy, Jetwing. I guess Jetwing being the heaviest and with most parts of them all. Obviously, still nervous about Blackout. It's heavy and it's got a lot of delicate parts, so we'll hope for the best, because that's how it is. So nothing broken so far on this box. Okay. I like the wax paper. The wax paper protects the paint, you know, from the piece, from rubbing against the foam. And like I mentioned, in some cases you get the soft wax paper and then some kind of hard wax paper as well. Like this piece coming out right now, you've got the soft wax paper and this hard kind of, still a waxy kind of paper. And I guess it's to protect this beautiful finishing, glossy finishing on this piece. So that's a good thing. Okay, so here's another glossy piece. Oh, actually that's a head. There you go. It's got all this protection. That's cool. Okay. So let's go to the other side. I don't want to block the camera, so let's see. So again, everything seems okay. Nothing broken, so that's good news. I'll just remove a few more pieces and then just transfer them to the couch. Ah, a lot of pieces. Okay, let's put these parts all away. Okay. So, back to the other side. So another piece, that's good. Another piece. These are good. These are very delicate parts, you know. But yeah, I guess they're just so light. It's going to be hard to get them damaged. Hopefully. Nobody gets them broken. Yep, that's good. So, I need to make sure that all the parts are out, because otherwise, when I'm assembling it, I don't want to have a hard time looking for parts and then realize that I have to come back, open up all the boxes, and double check if I missed any compartment. You don't want to do that. So you go thoroughly, making sure that there's nothing left in the box. Cool. And, okay, and I think these should be the last two pieces. And there's no broken parts on the first layer. Okay. But you really have to make sure and just double check. Okay, we're good. So let's go to the last layer. So this should be the Autobots emblem, because I didn't see that yet. A huge stone. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay. So, still some little parts. Oh yeah, Shockwave's driller arms, and the rock, and a few small pieces as well. Let's make sure this is framed. Okay, let's just change the angle a bit. Okay, so I don't know, where do I start? Okay, so the rock, let's take it out. It's gonna be a heavy piece. Should be heavy, that's what I've seen. Actually, it's not heavy. I mean, it's got weight, I don't know, 12 pounds, 15 pounds? That's not bad. The pin, the block is okay. I can't see any visible damages. I'm just gonna put it on the floor. Okay, cool. I'm gonna remove everything, look inside the compartment. There's no little bits and pieces or chips, so nothing broke on the rock. So that's a good sign, I'm happy. Let's take out these little pieces. Okay, so these are the rebar pieces and parts that go on the base. And I believe Prime 1 even colored them, the tips, so that you just match them. So that's what's in here. Okay, cool. I'm just going to take them all out. Yeah, there's no way these little magnetized rebar sections can be broken. I mean, they're light, they're not heavy, they're not real rebar, right? So, okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, so let's put all these pieces here. Okay, so now we're gonna do this guy. Let's see if it's in picture. Yeah, it's in picture. Push it up a little bit. So first you want to have a look, because you never want to grab from any of these spikes and delicate parts. So you always have to be cautious from where you're grabbing when you're lifting, right? It's got to be from solid pieces or you're going to damage something. So these rocks here seem to be solid. So I'm going to lift from here, and the piece is very light. Oh my gosh, so light. I'm so happy about that, actually. I know we all won't weight and heft to it, but you know what? And you gotta be careful when you're handling, because if you grab one of these delicate parts here at the edges, you're gonna break something, that's for sure. And maybe that's why Prime 1 Studio wants videos, because people might, you know, you might touch it, break something, and then just, some people might just blame it on, oh, it came broken. And you know, it's just, you need to be careful, that's just all it is, right? So nothing broken in there, so that's good. So I'm gonna put this guy away. Oh boy, I'm running out of room, so I'm just gonna put it right here. That's a lot of parts. And I'm going to just turn the box around. It's in picture frame, so we're gonna do the same thing here. We're just gonna carefully remove all the wax, all the wax paper out of the way, so we can see. Okay, so it seems to be the same thing. You don't want to touch the sharp, delicate, detailed areas, you know, and just lift it up because it's going to be light. And thank God, nothing broken here. So, fantastic. So that's good. Let's put this little guy here. And I'm just going to show you guys basically how many pieces it's been. I'm going to remove the poster and instructions. So let's just grab here and have a look. So yeah, like that's Jetwing. Like this is Jetwing. Like, yeah, it's nuts. It's such a cool piece. So these are the two brakes, that little end of the barrel, you know, of a gun on one arm. And this piece came from the other one. So, I mean, looking at by all the parts, it could have been a lot worse, right? And I have the base over the table already, so. Okay, that's it for this last video of unboxing Jetwing. And I'm gonna put things away, and then I'm going to have to start opening up Blackout. That's the other one that came in today. So I'll see you guys in a bit again.